Think back to last year when the Steelers acted completely out of character regarding the accumulation of talent for the 2025 edition of the team. They did things that I have never seen them do before, starting with trading for a veteran receiver and paying him a market-level contract. They had never paid a market-level contract to someone who had never previously played for the Steelers. And they only reluctantly gave market-level contracts, and sometimes with a protracted fight, to their talent that they drafted and developed in Pittsburgh. That was the first clue that there's an urgency here to go all in. And maybe at some level, Tomlin knew a year ago.
This might be it.
I'm giving it one more run.
Right.
Let's go all in. I'm giving it one more run.
I think it's fair to think that with what you're saying a little bit, yeah.
The other factors that unfolded during the year would have expedited it or possibly been separate reasons for it. But when they start doing things we've never seen before, maybe Mike Tomlin was advocating for those moves because he had 1 year left in him as coach of the Steelers. So then they do the assume the position, knee on the ground, little box open, waiting for yes or no from Aaron Rodgers for 2 months, which many Steelers fans thought was beneath the pride of the franchise.
Right.
This isn't what Steelers do. Cam Hayward, you either want to be a Steeler or you don't. That was out of character. The trade that brought Jalen Ramsey to town fairly late in the offseason schedule, that was out of character. And when you consider the moves they made and the new guys they brought in, when you consider that the MVP of the team was a backup running back that they signed to a 1-year deal in free agency, and he emerges as the MVP of the 2025 Steelers. And kudos to Kenneth Gainwell.
Right.
But it says a lot about how the other players on that team, the high-priced players on that team, performed.
Yeah, I agree. That's where I look at it and go, there's a lot to be done there in Pittsburgh. And Mike Tomlin's awesome, and he knows how to manage football games. And, of course, he embodies Pittsburgh Steeler football, just like Chuck Noll and Bill Cowher. It's just no nonsense. It's not nonsense on the field. We're going to beat you up. We're going to be more physical. There's no nonsense when I'm at the press conference talking in the microphone. There wasn't with Bill Cowher. There wasn't with Chuck Noll. They're straight shooters. That's what they are. But, yeah, I think when you look at that, I think it's fair to connect those dots a little bit. We got T.J. Watt, who's still, we know, awesome, but probably starting the downslope of his career, if we're going to be fair. Cam Hayward, I'm still amazed as good as he is, but we know it's coming to the very end. Right? Jalen Ramsey, that didn't work out. Joey Porter Jr. has been solid, but that's just about it. After you get done with it, Alex Highsmith's coming down to the end of his contract. So there's a lot of rebuilding there to do. And on top of all of that, you have a quarterback situation, which we know is really what has plagued the organization into the last year or two with Ben Roethlisberger and past that, and not being able to find anybody that can really play the position the way it needs to be played this day and age right now, where it's not about dink and dunk and completion percentage. We're not in 2008 anymore with Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees. We're in a different era. If you kind of look at the stats, the teams that are going 20 for 32, 20 for 34, and throwing the ball down the field and making plays, those are the teams that are winning right now. You saw it last weekend. Matthew Stafford, Caleb Williams, it can go on and on. That's what it is. Josh Allen, every throw he threw was down the field the other day. So, yeah, the quarterback situation. And then you've got Aaron Rodgers and what he was doing and what you saw the other night, and why I picked the Texans, because I went, there's no way the Texans are going to let a bunch of 2-yard throws beat them. I just knew that. So there just was a lot of work there. And I think with all of what you said to start the show, the fans booing them, where it might go, not seeing any light at the end of the tunnel to go, ooh, we're really close. Next year, watch out. We got this young nucleus that's going to really jump up. I think with all of that, that's probably why he's just exhausted and needs a little break.
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.